Do you ever have to enter into really uncomfortable conversations? It's that feedback conversation with your leader. It's the coaching conversation with your team. It's the difficult conversation between you and your significant other. So how do you enter into these conversations in the right headspace, armed with the tools, strategies, and behaviors that are going to get you a great result? Now, I'm the first person to say that this is not easy. I'm going to give you a strategy, and then I'll tell you that I screw it up regularly. And the reason for that is this isn't our natural state, but with practice, we can continue to get better. I often find that when we're at work, we give the people that we work with the best of us. We're trying to be engaged, patient, trying to do our work, be productive, but by the time we get home, we're exhausted. Our family, our friends, the people who matter most in our lives, they get the rest of us. So if you're dealing with an uncomfortable conversation and you're trying to get in the right space to have it, I have a simple question to ask you. Are you trying to be right, or are you trying to get it right? Now, I'll give you an example. Let's say you craft the perfect email. You really want to preempt all of the questions people are going to ask, so you make sure you include all of the details in the email. You think of these questions, you have data, you have information, you have detail, you've highlighted, you've bolded, you've attached documents, only to have somebody email you back asking you a question you just answered. Do you want to be right, or do you want to get it right? Well, most of us, our ego gets involved and we like to be right. So what do? Well, we go to our sent folder, we forward the original message, or we take a chunk out of that original message and highlight it or italicize it, and we send it back to the other person to show them that we know we've already answered the question. Now, let me ask you, when you're on the receiving end of that email, when somebody sends you back and says, as per my original message, see below, how do you feel? Chances are it's like a little jab. You feel shame, embarrassment. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I should have read the email. Are you trying to be right or get it right? Sometimes it's more important to accomplish the goal than to have to be right in getting there. And this simple question can guide every difficult conversation. Are you starting to escalate? Are your voices getting raised? Are you getting defensive? What does getting it right look like? And is what you're doing getting you closer to reaching that goal or not?